There's so many parallels between sports and music. At least that's the way I have to look at it. You know, this was my first time I ever had a dream and wanted to do something, was out here just with a ball and a hoop, man, trying to be good. Looking back, I was kind of scared to miss in a lot of ways. I was kind of scared to lose or scared to fail. One thing I took away from here is, you know, I'm not gonna be scared to take shots, you know, metaphorically with music. I'm gonna, you know, if it takes failing, I'm gonna fail. But I'm gonna go down, I'm not gonna lose an opportunity from not trying or from not taking the swing or not taking the shot, so. I was born in Clinton, Arkansas, and I spent my childhood in central Arkansas and also on the Gulf Coast of Florida, back and forth. So my whole life revolved around basketball from a pretty early age. I was lucky enough to get to play college basketball at Drury University in Springfield, Missouri. I didn't realize how big a part of my life music was until I got to college and I sort of started playing it.
Hit me with a shot from a top shelf. Oh, now all of my pain. I'm starting to think I'm getting good at this. The more I feel, the better I drink.
And so my senior year of college, we had a good team, and there's a bar that opens up close to town called the Snorty Horse, and it catered to live original music, most of it coming from Texas and Oklahoma, and that was kind of my first foray into that music. The passion for music kicked in for me. It was really when I was, when I had the courage enough to admit that's what I wanted to do. You know, I knew deep down that I always wanted to do it, but I was even scared to admit it to myself. So my senior year was a battle of trying to not let my coach find out that I was moonlighting as a country songwriter. Shortly after grad school, you know, I was in a van and trailer, and I was driving all over the South and Midwest playing music, and it was great, and I had some success writing some songs in the Texas world, and I thought, well, if I can do that in that world, maybe I could hit a lick in Nashville. But as anybody will tell you that comes and does it, man, it's hard, and it's hard in a lot of ways. I know I was feeling like I knew I still loved it. I knew music would always be part of my life. I knew that I was always going to write songs, but I didn't know if that opportunity was going to come that I wanted. So, you know, I started thinking for the first time what I would do if I wasn't playing music. And about that time, I went on a medical missions trip to Haiti. It was the first time that I ever saw firsthand how doctors, nurses, how they can materially improve people's lives and how what they were doing made an impact every day. And I thought to myself, well, that's kind of what I want to do while I'm playing music. So I applied to a pre-medical program at Harvard and got in. And I was having to decide whether or not I was going to Boston. And about that time, I sort of had the opportunity that I've been working hard for years come my way with Wide Open Music. I knew that I wanted to play music, and I knew that I had to see this opportunity to its end, or else it would be like quitting. And I wasn't going to quit, and here we are. I've not regretted that decision 1 minute. You know, the perfect days for me is getting up, you know, working on a song, going to writing a new song, you know, maybe singing a demo that day, or just otherwise trying to be creative, stay creative the whole time.
Can you run it back to that intro for just a second? I want to make sure it goes right there at the head of it. Sorry.
I'm starting to think I'm getting good at this. The more I feel, the better I drink.
I never want to feel like that there's rules that can't be broken in writing songs. And you know, in this day and age, no one's influences, or certainly not my influences, just stick with one genre. So I grew up on rap music, just like I grew up on rock music, just like I grew up on country music. So you know, it would be me trying to be something I'm not, to not include that when it came from an organic, natural place.
I love to write songs and I love to play them. So my goal is every day to do that and try to beat the day before. And I hope I write somebody's favorite song. That's what I try to do every day. Music makes me feel a way that nothing else does, and I know that's true for other people, and so I want to do that.